Have you heard the term everyday Christian and wondered what it meant? Melissa sat in Sunday service on one spring morning as Pastor Williams encouraged the congregation to strive in all things to be everyday Christians. Melissa looked around at the faces of others seated in her row to see which members winced or lowered their heads in shame. She lifted one corner of her mouth and smirked as she saw Brother Bill nervously adjusting his tie. Melissa was perhaps the most pious member of the congregation.
Melissa, wasn't that one of the best sermons Pastor Williams has ever delivered? I have to admit, I started taking a spiritual inventory right then and there.
Just keep praying and lifting up the name of God in all places, at all times, and in all things. You'll get there. It was hard for me, but now living for God's glory is second nature. I don't mean to be short, but I have to run. Got errands to handle. Keep the faith.
Melissa hurries out the chapel door, waving to Linda as she exits. She feels a quiet sense of pride, believing she had helped poor, struggling Linda. It felt like a relief to be holy, to have such a special relationship with God.
I think I may have tried to squeeze too many errands into one Sunday afternoon. Groceries, dry cleaning, then...
Distracted by the list forming in her mind, Melissa suddenly notices the brake lights ahead. She slams on her brakes, stopping just short of the car in front of her. Melissa rolls down her window and shouts at the driver of the car in front of her.
If you can't drive that thing, then park it.
Later, standing in a grocery line, she shifts impatiently as the customer ahead unloads a full cart.
Excuse me, do you work here?
Yes, ma'am. What can I help you with?
You can start by opening another register. I've been here almost 15 minutes and there's still one person ahead of me.
I'm sorry, ma'am. One of our checkers called in. Family emergency.
Melissa cuts him off mid-sentence.
I don't care. That's not my problem. The policy says no more than 15 minutes. Go get your supervisor.
The next morning, Melissa wakes from a restless night. She sits up, folds her hands, and begins her morning prayer almost automatically.
I give thanks to the Lord my God for this day of life. If it be your will, allow all of my deeds today to be in service to you as I lift up and glorify your holy name. Amen.
Later that day, she scrolls through social media, leaving a sharp comment beneath someone else's post. She declines a neighbor's request for help, claiming she's too busy, but in truth, she just didn't want to help. At work, she quietly shares a negative comment about a colleague she envies to another co-worker. Melissa sits at her desk, organizing files. Her co-worker, Denise, leans in from the doorway.
Hey, a few of us are grabbing drinks after work at that new place on 5th. You in?
I don't know. I've got Bible study prep tonight.
Come on, just 1 hour. You never come out with us.
Fine. 1 hour.
Denise walks away. Melissa leans back in her chair, already thinking about how she'll frame this later. Networking. Building workplace relationships. Ministry takes many forms, she tells herself. Besides, she'd earned a break. She works hard. She prays hard. If she's a little short with people sometimes, it's because she holds herself to a higher standard. The world doesn't understand discipline. That clerk at the grocery store, that wasn't rudeness. That was accountability. Someone had to say something.
I give more than most people even try to give.
Melissa checks her reflection in the rear-view mirror at a red light. She adjusts her earrings, small gold crosses.
1 drink. Maybe 2. I'll be home by 7.
Her phone buzzes. A text from her neighbor, Carol. "Hi, Melissa. Sorry to bother you again. My car won't start and I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 8. Any chance you could give me a ride? I know you're busy."
Every single week with this woman.
She doesn't respond. The light turns green. Melissa sits at a high-top table with Denise and 2 other co-workers. It's been nearly 2 hours. The table is cluttered with half-empty glasses, napkins folded and unfolded, the remains of easy conversation. Weekend plans, office gossip, nothing that requires much thought.
Oh, please. You know exactly why she scheduled that meeting. Control. That's all it is.
The others laugh. Melissa leans in, adding another remark about their manager, her words just beginning to blur at the edges. It's subtle, but noticeable. A young bartender approaches the table.
What can I get you?
Another round of the house red for the table.
The bartender nods, then pauses. His eyes settle on Melissa. There's a flicker of recognition, uncertain at first, then clearer.
Wait, aren't you Melissa from Grace Hill congregation?
Melissa's smile holds for a fraction too long, then tightens. She feels something shift, quiet, gentle, but immediate. The noise of the room doesn't stop, but it seems to move farther away. The laughter at the table softens. The space around her narrows. For a brief second, Melissa sees herself as he must be seeing her. Mid-sentence, glass of wine in hand, voice slightly unsteady. He sees her, not in a pew, not composed, not lifting her hands in praise, but sitting, drinking, maybe a little too much, loudly enjoying herself. The bartender's expression remains open, almost gentle. There is no accusation in it, just recognition. He waits as his question hangs in the air. But Melissa doesn't answer. Denise glances between them, her smile fading into something quieter. Curiosity, maybe, or the beginning of a question she hadn't thought to ask before. No one speaks. The moment stretches, not long, but long enough to be felt. The bartender gives a small, polite nod, as if not wanting to press further. Then he turns and walks away. The conversation doesn't pick back up right away. Melissa sits in the darkness of the parking lot, engine off. The dashboard clock glows softly, 8:47. The world outside is quiet now. No voices, no laughter, no movement she has to respond to. She stares at her hands resting on the steering wheel. Still, almost without thinking, she reaches up and touches one of the small gold cross earrings.
He wasn't judging me.
The words settle. And then, something beneath them begins to shift. Not what he saw, but what she saw. The moment at the bar returns, not as sound, but as feeling. The pause, the stillness, the space where something didn't match. And then, without trying, the rest follows unbidden. Linda, standing outside the chapel, searching. The man in the grocery store, mid-sentence, dismissed. The car in front of her. The words she threw without thinking. Carol's message, unanswered. The quiet satisfaction she felt when she believed she had been right. One moment after another. Not separate, not isolated, but connected. A pattern she had never stopped long enough to see. Her hand lowers slowly from her earring.
In all things.
The words sound different now. Not something to say, but something to be lived, perhaps. And for the first time, she doesn't reach to explain it or justify it, doesn't try to correct it, doesn't try to resolve it. She just sits with it, in the stillness. And she notices that something quiet remains. It's not a voice or a thought. It's just a presence she had been speaking about, but not noticing, not truly understanding. The same presence she carried into the grocery store, into the car, into every small moment she had moved through without seeing. It was there, ever present. It had never left. She exhales slowly. Her hands rest again on the wheel, but differently now. She sits there a long time. Melissa's alarm goes off at 6:15. She sits up slowly. She doesn't fold her hands. She doesn't recite. She just sits.
I don't know what to say to you today.
She gets dressed and grabs her keys. On her way out, she knocks on Carol's door.
Melissa?
What time's your appointment?
8. But I was going to call a cab.
I'll drive you.
Are you sure? I know you're busy.
I'm sure.
Carol stares at her for a moment, then nods. They walk to Melissa's car in silence. Melissa doesn't explain, doesn't frame it as ministry, doesn't feel holy. She just drives. Melissa sits in her usual row. Pastor Williams speaks about grace and the weight of small choices. Melissa doesn't look around to see who's wincing. She doesn't smirk. She listens. Afterward, Linda catches her near the door.
Melissa, did you hear the sermon? It really spoke to me. I've been trying so hard this week to.
I heard it.
Are you okay?
I'm learning something.
What's that?
Melissa looks at her for a long moment. Doesn't answer with advice. Doesn't offer instruction.
That it's easier to talk about God in here than to carry him out there.
Linda blinks, uncertain how to respond. Melissa gives her a small nod, not superior, just honest, and walks out into the morning light.
This is the Pearl. True spirituality does not need to be performed. It is revealed through how we live. 1 Corinthians 10:31. Whatever you do it all for the glory of God.
If this moment felt familiar, if something in you quietly recognized it, there are more reflections waiting for you. Continue the journey with other Illumined Pearls.